Good morning, guys and girls. How's it going? Screezilla here, and I hope you're all well. And the Battlefield event Battlefield Engineer event has been announced, and details have come out. Now, one, I've just woken up. Two, I'm going to work soon, so I'm just, in the middle of eating breakfast and all that kind of stuff. But needed to make a video quickly about it. So, the Battlefield event, and also you get to see a non-golden box opening. Huzzah! And you can see we've got a couple of days off from 8:58, so golden box reward will be coming soon. Yada yada yada. Anyway, the Battlefield event is starting soon. Now, this Battlefield event is going to be an interesting one, because it's going to be an event that you're not really going to be able to do all by yourself. And you're not really going to be able to get all the vehicles. Some people can, it's not impossible, but not many will be able to do that because people have a life. So first of all, let's just have a quick look at the actual event. So the event here, as you can see, is basically, it just says about how it goes. So you need to sorry, my voice is a little bit croaky. I'm just grabbing my game instead of desktop. There we go. Because I can drag that over there. Okay, so the actual event, you will be able to unlock hard to see on my little tiny screen for all my recording stuff. You'll be able to unlock the I-180S. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to get a voucher, you're going to get the airframe of one of these planes. You'll then need to diagnose it, and the diagnostics we don't know really anything about. So we managed to recapture an aircraft building facility that does not appear on any of the maps. There we discovered a very interesting I-180S fighter. We should move them back to the home front, but the railways are still controlled by our enemy. So the only option is to restore them and transport them under their own power. Now this could be an amazing event if they actually make an event for this where you have to escort these back to a compound or something. After the actual initial building event. That would be so cool, and something that would be really, really fun. But basically you get the I-180S plane. So you're going to get a damaged I-180S after the first battle, which you'll then be able to start repairing the vehicle. So basically it goes, the initial assembly of the 180S fighter will be available as a 180S coupon. The second and further 180S's fighters will be received as vouchers, one voucher for one fighter. 180S coupon can be traded for either a VFW or a Project 122 BIS coupon. One voucher can be traded for blah 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 blah. Two vouchers can be traded for one of the following: the JU-388J, the Merkava, and HMS Tiger. So basically, what you're going to be doing is you're just going to be rebuilding these aircraft. So the whole thing is going to be just building them up. So what we have here is a list of the possible defects. So as you can see here in this picture, there's actually a list of all the different defects that can be. So what you're going to have to do is get these items. So you'll need to choose the right component for the defective aircraft. So think aircraft mechanic. Basically, you've got to find out what's wrong with the plane, replace it, and then where it goes. So this is going to be an interesting one, because obviously you're going to have to work out what is actually wrong with the plane and choose the correct part quite quickly. Once you get the defective vehicle, so the disassembly time is 10 minutes. To disassemble, you will need an aircraft maintenance technical toolkit. So you'll have five of those. You will receive the airframe, propeller group, control, landing gear, equipment, armament. The aircraft is non-functional. You need to disassemble it down to the components to find defective ones and replace them with new ones. You can carry out aircraft diagnostics to identify the problem and get additional aircraft maintenance toolkits. So this is interesting to me because it sounds like you've actually got to try and work out what's wrong with the plane by possibly flying it, or I don't know, taking out a small run on like a taxi on the runway or something like that. And you've got to feel for the aircraft, and if you can feel it, then you can work it out. So you'll get the propeller group. So this is a propeller group unexamined. So this component cannot be sold on the marketplace. Examination time 3 minutes. To examine an item, you'll need an aircraft maintenance technician toolkit. This item is unexamined. You need to examine it in order to understand whether it is defective or not. So it looks like, you know, the way you're going to find out is you have to disassemble every part and then reassemble them, basically. So once you disassemble the last part, the propeller group, you then get the engine. So this is the engine. So examination time 1 minute. To examine this an item, you need technician toolkit. This item is unexamined. You need to examine it in order to blah blah blah. So then you finally do that, and you then need to get maintenance toolkit. So if you find the problem, then away you go. So it's going to be interesting to see how this really works, because it's going to be strange. It's going to be I think it's going to be an interesting fun event, in all honesty. But you'll have to fully repair one of the I-180Ss to be able to move it to the home front and bring you a reward, basically. So for everyone you repair, you then get the planes or vouchers to get the other vehicles. There are some bits and bobs that will be available on the marketplace, apparently. So the aircraft maintenance technician toolkits and new components can be traded on the market. You might as well purchase the missing ones. It is not necessary to use the market to assemble an aircraft. You can do it all on your own. So the marketplace is going to be heavily involved in this. So a bit like the IS-7, the Tiger events, things like that, where you're rebuilding the tank and getting the parts for it. It's going to be like that. If you've played the other tank game or other ship game, there are some similar events to this in them as well. So basically, what you get from this is you just get the ability to get the I-180S. Now, you'll be able to once you get the final coupon, you'll be able to then, use it and have that plane. You'll also be able to get camouflage for it, and you'll also be able to get bits and bobs for the other vehicles as well. The trouble is going to be that it's going to take time. Now, to get every single aircraft, to get every single vehicle in game, you're going to need to play around about, what was my working out? Because you've got about 11 days to do this. Sorry, I'll just double check my working out here. So you've got 11 days to do this, so you're going to need to spend around about, they say it's going to take around about 13 to 15 hours each day. To get every single voucher you need, it's going to take about 16 hours of gameplay every day for 11 days straight. Now, some people are going to be able to do this, but not many. It's going to be a tricky thing to do for those people. So with those people, it's going to make it very hard, and yeah, it's not helpful. But working together, it might make things quicker. So the main reason I say that is, I basically set up a part in my Discord. So if you'd like any help, if you fancy working together, if you need a bit of a helping hand, you can come over. This event, we'll have to see how it is once it starts off, but it doesn't seem like it's too hard, in all honesty. You just need a battle activity of 50% or higher, basically. And for every 10 minutes that pass in a battle, you'll gain one new component. So for every 10 minutes in the battle, you'll receive a special crate that contains one to three aircraft maintenance technical toolkits. Occasionally 10 kits may be received if the player is very lucky. Any extra time you spend in battle will not be removed from your progress and will be taken into account in the next battle. For example, if you spend 23 minutes in battle, you are guaranteed to receive 2 trophies, and 3 minutes will be added to the next time you spend in battle. So if your battle is, say, 7 minutes, then your next battle, that 7 minutes will be added on. So you won't, it doesn't matter that the battle takes 7 minutes. Everything adds up at the end. So it's good in that respect. After the end of the battle, players who took first place in any competing team receive an additional trophy that contains one of the following items: 1 to 3 aircraft maintenance toolkits, 10 aircraft maintenance toolkits, a coupon for a special event vehicle camo. So if you get first place, you're going to want to try and get first place a couple of times. So there'll be people fighting for points. That's it really. So you just need a rank 2 or higher vehicle to do it. And it's going to be about 11 days of chaos. So it's not going to be, as I say, it's not going to be super hard, but it is going to be an interesting one. It will be interesting in the respect that we have a very different sort of looking mode for this. It's going to be just interesting in that respect. So, as I said, the Kaiju Club, Screezill's Kaiju Club, the link is down below. We have got a page open for this, basically, and there's all the information and stuff like that in there, bits that have worked out and all those sort of things. So I encourage you to definitely group up with people for this one, because it's going to be a bit of a slog. You're going to need to play quite a few hours to get the items, and when you do get the items, they'll be up in your workshop area, which is here. So the workshop's not actually active yet, but when you do start getting them, you'll just go to shop, workshop, or you can go to inventory, and then it will be next to your item shop there. So you'll sort of have, it'll be relatively easy to work out where it is, and you'll be able to get it sort of quite without too much hassle, things like that. So yeah, that's it really. That's the event. So it looks like it's going to be an interesting one. Should be fun. Comment below if you need any help. Feel free to join the Discord as well. Give a subscription, blah blah blah, all the usual stuff. I'll be doing some events while I'm over this period as well. Hopefully I'll be doing a couple of streams as well, so if you want to if you want to join in on one of those streams, come over to the Discord and we can get that set up too. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Sorry for a few flubs there, not had enough coffee yet. I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.